That's Arya Mishra. She's currently in her final year of engineering and on a strong mission to convert her passion into a profession. She's also a proud exceedable. She's currently working as a partner at the Advent Group of Industries that is into electrical equipment managing, and now she's willing to lead this journey by launching new products. Recently, she's been selected in the ninth Indian cohort of 10,000 Women Goldman Sachs Entrepreneur program that is hosted by NSRCEL at IIM Bangalore.
Over to you, Arya.
Thank you so much. A very good afternoon to everyone present here. This is Arya Mishra. Thank you, Sahana, and thank you, Akshit, for the introduction. I request you all to please pour in your energies along with mine so that we make this 1 hour a very energetic one. I'll just share my screen. I hope it's visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so hello everyone. I'll directly begin without any further time delay. So now, whenever we come into a session, we always wonder who is the speaker and on what ground the speaker is here. I'll make that easy for you. As Sahana and Akshat have already mentioned, I am currently in final year engineering with electrical as my core domain. Since 3 years, I have been working as partner in the company. Uh, I have been brought up in an environment where engineering and business both heavily integrate with each other. And by my own choice, I chose to follow my father's entrepreneurial footsteps. Now, why I'm here? Firstly, because I'm a part of the Xceedible family, and this reduced my struggle to reach out to y'all. Secondly, I'm here as I wanted to demonstrate how I bought the 5 practices we learn at Xceedible that led me to this a small achievement of mine. So this is the achievement I was talking about. I'll just give a brief about it. Uh, Goldman Sachs 10,000 Women is a CSR initiative of Goldman Sachs in which they select women entrepreneurs across the globe on the basis of their experience and business ideas. So this was spread across some application process, interviews, background checks, etc. In the interview, I was supposed to present my new business model. Things went smooth until the last minute. The interviewers told me that he really liked the concept. He was quite impressed with the ideas that I was trying to pitch on. But he said me, and I quote it, that, he said me, child, you are too young to be part of this cohort. We have experienced individuals with an expertise of at least 8 to 10 years. That day, that moment, I was to some extent very disheartened, dominantly because I was going to be rejected solely on the basis because I'm young and not on any other substantial grounds. But somewhere I knew in my heart that I have applied the practices I learned very consciously, and I allowed my intuition to guide me further. uh, it was just a month later, yeah, approx a month later. I had minimal expectations, but still, it was a month later that I received an email from IIM Bangalore that they have shortlisted me, and I am part of the ninth Indian cohort of 10K Women Entrepreneur Program. I was simply trying to absorb like how did this happen, and thereafter began my journey with the Goldman Sachs and IIM Bangalore. Okay, so now let's move ahead with the main agenda for today. I will try to reflect all the practices that I have brought into use while I was trying to pitch this. The first one was model the way. As aspiring leaders, we are taught to model ways. A leader must be very clear with the goal and the steps and the path that they will take, as well as the team will take to reach the target. In my case, I was I knew my dream project and I knew the path that I will be choosing to reach my target. The second one is inspire a shared vision. Like the queen bee has infused a vision of collecting nectars and making honey. Likewise, a leader should be able to let the vision be envisioned by everyone. The project I will be working upon is no doubt a very vast one. I was warned by many people about the complexity of the project. I have my team also aboard, and they will for sure agree with it. But I and my team had a vision, irrespective of all odds. We knew that our outcome will make an everlasting impact on the society, and with this vision of being of service towards the society, we are every day getting closer to our goal. Sorry. The third one is enabling others to act. The lion is the king, but he allows the cubs to act first so that they learn the right way to live. The most important thing for any team goal to be achieved is that the leader should make equal space for its teammates, and the environment must be democratic enough. I'm planning to step into the automobile industry. This area is not dominantly survived by women, but here I wish to make the firm solely women oriented and enable women to take very uncommon jobs. If I could pitch my deck in the interview, or until I conclude with the program, I feel if I could hold myself there, it was only because my team was working relentlessly in the back end. The next comes challenge the process. It's very easy to take up tasks that are easy and those that happen within the comfort zone. When you know when we come into the actual professional world, you will realize that the real growth happens when you step out of your comfort. Instead of learning the hard way, then we as teenagers must strive hard every day to do at least one thing that pushes us out of our comfort zone, so that we are always mentally trained to tackle situations that actually require us to step out. The fifth one is encouraging the heart. Personally, this is one of my very favorite practice. No matter how brave we are, no matter how mature we are, we always have setbacks in life. I have also had my setback, and so would you all. And at our weakest point, we need a shoulder to lean on. We know everything will be all right, but when someone close to you says that, it hits different. We should always try pulling up people, encouraging them to lift up themselves, because you never know who still remembers you and smiles at the thought of you because you were kind to them someday. Be the kind of energy that no matter where you go, you always add values to spaces and lives around you. Here, I basically conclude with the practices, but want to share a quote, a very favorite quote of mine that is very close to me, and I request you all to please read that in your own voice so that it is more effective. As I said, I have already concluded with the practices, but I have a very important message to convey to all the young people here. The problem with our generation is that, and I'm sure all of us will agree to it, that we are the last stage patients of overthinking. The situation is not so horrible as we make it up in our minds. We just need to step back and reflect the right thoughts. We always have setbacks, we always have problems, but the real flex is how many wounds we turn into wisdom. We often don't aim high or dream big because we fear that we might fail. Hit for the moon. Even if you miss, you will end up in the stars, and from there again hit for the moon, because this time you are closer to the moon. You're not starting from zero. 5 years, 10 years down the line, make sure that you can say that you chose your life. You did not settle for it. Your epitaph should read no regrets. Just go out and try everything that you think of. You will either have a feather in your hat or a new experience. You will not that you should not have any space for failures. Like if I say in our language, always aim and take actions that will keep your LinkedIn and Instagram profiles evergreen. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking out your valuable time and bearing with me for this long. Also, thank you, Sandhya ma'am, for this opportunity.